Hey everybody, welcome back to a new deck again being shown off. This is the Menace of the Ladder at the moment. If you are a poor dust owner at the moment, you know, things have been harder down in the dust mines, everyone else has got it already but you haven't, you're living on little bits of, you know, small particulates, a little bit of aerosol even of dust. This is the deck for you. So Druid has risen to the second highest win rate deck on Hearthstone Replay, and a big part of it is because of this deck. I'm 100% certain of it. So I've been calling this low-cost Druid, but it's really just an aggro Druid deck. And as you can see from the card list, if I hover through it, the rarest card in the deck are, you know, the blue rarity. And it's mainly just common cards, and the idea is just get a minion on the board, then get more minions on the board, and buff them all. It's like token Druid. But this is so unbelievably aggressive, it's crazy. It's literally just, you know, get a guy out there, and it's so hard to clear these off at times. Especially if you get the coin, like if you can get Peasant Coin and then, you know, put some sort of defense on him with maybe like Beaming Psychic, that thing's going to draw you many cards. And there are some classes that just can't deal with, like, you know, an early Peasant. And even if they can deal with, like, you know, the early Peasant for card draw, we have Crooked Cook in the deck as well for even more draw. Jerry Carpenter can pull out, you know, stuff like Sow the Soil so you can get more tokens and more, like, attack buffs. I promise you, this deck is actually insane. Anyway, I'm going to give it a spin. I'll be completely honest with you. Oops. This is the first time I'm playing it. I've seen it played against me many times. As you know, you might not be surprised by, it's pretty weak to Silence. So Starfishes are being, you know, run more commonly now, I think, in part to deal with this deck. And also Priest is a really bad matchup. So much so that I was messing up with Priest last night. Again, this was the Pelagos Priest I play, not the Degenerate. I'm going to make the game last now Priest. And the Druid player instantly conceded when they saw I was Priest. Little did they know I had no, like, control cards in the deck.
I will go forward at any cost.
Okay. Jerry Rig, I think, is... Actually, it's not a great card. I think we mulligan everything. We're really looking for our draw engines and our buff engines. Trog is pretty good. And again, Aquatic Form. Pretty easy to play Aquatic Form when, you know, my entire deck is dirt cheap. Hello, by the way.
These books are ruined.
Right. It's time to duel Warlock. This actually is a pretty annoying draw. I could grab Mark of the Wild. I think that's fine. And I'll just play a Trog out and we'll plant some evidence on you. And we want the cheapest cards we can get, so thank you for giving me a 10 cost, an 8 cost, and a 5 cost. Honestly, I'm going to just grab Convoke. If the game lasts till 10, I'm probably dead. But I'm not playing the 8 cost. Okay, this is a terrible start. Carpenter, save me.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
Job's done.
Oh my god. It's like the Dream Warlock start. Oh well, at least we took a token off the board. For them. Right. We just need to put up a wall in the way now. I can rush you with 3 more health. So you'd have 4 health. So I could take that guy out. I think that's fine. It's still not great, though. Just trying to get him to slow down for one goddamn moment. This is like the dream imp opening at the moment. That's game. I can't get back into this.
Bravo to you.
Variants. I mean, if Imp Wall gets their dream start, there's not a lot of decks that can deal with it. You have to be ahead on tempo. Otherwise, you just lose. So, well done. Well done, my fellow face smasher. Right, this is where we now get queued up into Priest and have a miserable time. Okay, this is probably more up our street. There's a decent chance this is still control, but they probably can't deal with a peasant on one. So this is our one play, this is probably our two play. I think you get sacked then. Am I playing you on 3? Yeah, maybe I am, honestly. And then play one of your split cards. Alright, fair enough. So it is Control Shaman. The only thing they can do to deal with this, I think, is... Not that. Schooling could deal with it.
What is it?
If they school it, then well done. Okay, we're off the ground finally. Coin me, Aquatic Form me. Do I want Pride's Fury? No, I wouldn't draw it. I guess we want Living Roots then. Thank you. Then mark you and give me 2/1/1 Beanie Boys.
Nature waits for no one but me.
And now the next important thing is everything goes face. The face is the place. Because if they get into their end game, we're in trouble. They're going to just permanently freeze me. They're going to generate a board full of, you know, overstatted, overcost minions because of the evolve. And we'll just have to cry. It's as simple as that. Okay, what is the next best tempo play? There's part of me that wants to just grab this and just, as I said, send it. I think that's probably the right play. Nope, not that one. Hello! If I played this... Actually, I think this is more despair for them. Because now if they cast a spell, I keep another minion on the board. And we can Herald into Fertilize next turn.
More bones to gnaw on.
God damn it. Oh, they had to trade it out. Okay, that's fine. Unironically, completely fine. 2 turtles with Taunt. A Herald. Three. Two. Ooh, you, me, you, me, you, me, I, you. Okay, I think we play New Growth into Herald Nature. Except that you're going to get sacked just to clear that off the board. It's incredible that we forced them to use their null like that. I wouldn't have done it, I'd have evolved it. Also, I probably would have lost this. But I think you had to reach higher. Alright, they had command next. Fair enough. Okay. Face is the place. What next, Shaman? Okay, you're gonna freeze me? Fair enough. Oh, it's the taunt totem. Oh my fucking god. Please. Despair? No, this is fine. Give me evidence. I could play Scale this turn. That's not the absolute worst play in the world. Nor is Soul the Forest, though. I think that is more tempo. And I do love me some tempo. Okay, 3 cost of minions. We'll play you with Rush. You. And you. And if you want to trade my dudes off, go ahead. Do it. Because more dudes are coming from behind. This is where we get waved. Trade wave. Actually, it's better to... No. Is it the same? What are you? 1 cost? Okay, I think it's the same. Oh, the Treant's 2. Maybe it's better to actually just wave immediately. Well. You 2. You are a 2. So they should have waved immediately. Despair. Thank you for not being the taunt totem. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 16. I think it's exactly lethal.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Actually, I've got my button as well, so... I had 1 more than lethal, but that's the power of this deck. Shaman was having a little miracle going on, and even they couldn't stop it. They just couldn't get the tempo back. You really do need just a board clear. Or to be Imp Warlock. If you play Imp Warlock, then if you get a good enough start, you'll win. But I don't think the matchup is that bad for me. I definitely think we can beat an Imp Warlock. Quest Priest, I think we can't win, ever. But you know what, that's fine. That happens. Okay, do I want to do some carpeting? Yeah, do I want to Druid the Reef? I feel like Druid the Reef is kind of one of the weaker ones to get at the start for a 1 cost. It's not bad, but I really want to get my Peasant out as soon as is humanly possible. Especially against Paladin who can't deal with it on turn 1, normally. Alright, welcome back, Druid. Normally I would run this as a 3-1, but because you can just summon a dude next turn and trade into it, I'll do a 1-3. Interesting card to run. Wait, is this... Do we think this is a Reno deck? Because that's kind of an odd card to put into it. Okay, get a Cook on the board. Because it's theoretically possible we do 3 next turn. And by theoretically, it's guaranteed I can do 3 next turn, unless they taunt. Because we can jerry-rig into the 1 extra attack. Taunt. Of course. Good discovery there. Okay, that works as well. It does mean I float a mana, but... It's like turn 3 for Paladin, a 3-7, that's brutal. I wouldn't want to deal with this as Paladin, even with a big, chunky weapon.
I hope Sire
Okay. You're kind of quest Paladin, but without the quest, it looks like. Which is a bold play.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
Scrap, 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 scrap. Give me 2 Beanie Boys. Oh, that's not the one I thought I was drawing. My bad. Alright, we'll do 2 to your face. So 3/3 into there is fine. I say it's fine. If they have the life tax, it's pretty bad for my board right now.
Alliance and my family.
Okay. So you're gonna have some nice, bustling, bulging dudes coming. Understood. 2. That's not terrible. I kind of want to trade this out, but not really what I should be doing. I think you're getting played regardless. I think I leave it up and do this.
It is not ready.
Ooh, my bad. Sorry, Cook. Interesting. Is that a mistake? I'll take it.
Hey, I got you, friend.
Or is this an alt F4 moment? No, they ended their turn. He didn't rope. Are they playing into a quality consecration? The old school combo wombo? Ruffy Slayer, what is going on here? Please. The EU special. I'm just going to rope you. You know what? I don't like your degenerate deck. Your 1,200 dust cost deck. Get it out of here. I spit at it. I'm going to make you wait. I'm going to make you suffer. And it's like, alright, fair enough. Like, do you think I'm having a great life here anyway? You're just wasting your own time. I'm miserable anyway. No, I'm only joking. Or have I crashed? Is that what's happened? No, we haven't crashed. There's the rope. Okay, fair enough. The ended turn and alt F4. Thank you. It's quite funny when this deck started, like, you know, rising through HS replay and, you know, it became more and more popular. I saw other Hearthstone content creators making videos on this deck. There was, like, a wave of people from the lower ranks that came through me in Plat to climb higher and higher, because this deck, as I said, pretty good win rate on it at the moment. In fact, where is it on HS replay? I think the deck closest to this one is 1,500 dust and is at 58.9% win rate. It's pretty insane. Okay, I don't want you. I think do I want to keep a 3? I think we just send everything back. I literally think we just want Peasant. Although this is probably the worst opponent now that I look to keep a Peasant. This might be a good Demon Hunter game, actually. Like, it might be a decent matchup for them, assuming this is Death Rattle, which I'm presuming it is from Tusk Piercer. I can summon 2/1/1 beanies. Is that the play? I think it is. You can't deal with both of them. Alternatively, was to coin Cook into Mark of the Wild. But I think I Mark of the Wild one of these guys so that turn 3. Okay, never mind. We'll cook next turn now. All aquatic form. Carpenter is good enough. We'll draw it. Why did I pick Carpenter? That's a fantastic fucking question. Okay, we'll play it. Good. Thank you. Give me a 2-2. And then next turn I can... I don't know. I guess we can just play the cook and then fertilize. And it'll guarantee me the 3 damage that way. Never mind. It's the dream opening for Demon Hunter against this deck.
Time for the finishing.
I got you, friend.
6 health is hard for Demon Hunter to deal with, especially with 1 attack. They have their 4-2 rush spell, but it won't die the first time, so they can't clear it. So I'm not exactly certain what they would play. I guess Taunt. If they have it. What are we doing?
Her reign ends here.
Oh, you're running this guy. But why? Okay, I want all my draw, please. I feel like I'm gonna need it. They must have another extinction, right? And they were just thinking they could ping it and extinct it. Ah, they do have flanking. They've misplayed it.
A little blunder.
I guess they could keep a 5-1 on the board if they trade into the face. I definitely would have run the 5 into there and hit the 4 into that and kept a 4-1 on the board. And not taken the face damage against this deck. But, sure. You do you, I suppose. Right. Do I slither here? Probably.
My blood boils for war. You've gone too far.
Let's do it like this. Try and keep it on the board for next turn. I'm impressed they've kept up with me. If they have another 4-2 rush, like they might win this. And honestly, Lilith, I'd be the first one to congratulate you. Because I like this Demon Hunter deck, and I think Demon Hunter's going through a bit of a rough time right now, sorry. And that's going to slow me down. Right, Peasant. Button to break this. That's probably Mr. D or Mr. X. So one of the two. I give you one of these. Okay, do they have summon 3 Death Rattles from the deck? Even if they do, I don't think it's a huge issue. No, they have more Taunt though. They have a lot more Taunt. Okay, we can break through though. We have the power. Are you just going to hit me in... You can't. You have to not. That is really dangerous. Okay. 4, 2, 1. You trade, you trade. You trade. With their face. Which isn't a trade at all. Oh, an achievement, 7-sided strike. I guess it's for getting a really big, vicious Slither Spear, which I've never done before. Apparently. Is there an out for Demon Hunter? I don't think so. Fell Rattle doesn't help you anymore. Glaive Shark, I guess, clears a bunch of minions. Hey, there is an out. If you have Glaive... Oh, no, you couldn't afford it. Now you've done Relic. But if they had Glaive Shark, which they might not be running anyway, and Extinction, they got the best Extinction to clear off this, they could have cleared, I think. Doesn't matter. Okay, 3-1, looking good. Making great time as well. 26 minutes in, 4 games of Hearthstone. What a pleasure. I can't remember mentioning this on the previous episode as well, but I played some Hearthstone like 2 nights ago. I think after the recording, funnily enough, I did last time. And for an hour and 50 minutes, I only played mage players. And I'm not kidding, it wasn't, you know, like, oh, it's mainly mage, but it's like your deck. It was literally mage, 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 mage. I don't know if it was that many games, but it was just all mages. Now, there were a wide variety of mages that I played against. I played against Mech Mage, I played against Secret Mage, Pinged Mage, XL Mage, just all the mages, but it was just mage. I was getting a little bit salted, because I was like, come on. Come on, please. I just want a bit more variety in my life. I'm just eating, like, you know, various flavors of rice. It's like, ooh, rice with peas in it. Ooh, fried rice. It's like, it's nice, I know, but not every single day. What am I doing, by the way? Let's protect him. Just in case they have a weapon in their hand and they just chunk my Trog. If this is the... He's fucking rogue. I can't believe they toothed that, by the way. That's pretty good for me. And they unmasked immediately. It's also pretty good for me. Order. This is fine. That's fine. And I'll play you. They must have another tooth to have done that. Nope. Okay, this could be Despair. I'll plant some evidence, but I'll play a Slither Spear first, I think. It's pretty bad. I'll take a Moonbeam, thank you. And I'll hold it, I suppose. Unlucky to draw both Sow the Seeds as well. Actually, hang on a minute. Is it if I attack? No. Okay, I'll Moonbeam now then. To get the draw. I'm scared. Oh, they got a board clear. Are you kidding me? Right, we probably have a chance to set up one more time. And then it's Despair. But it probably is if they have Contraband Stash already in hand. Because they'll just keep clearing my board with it. If they ping it, they have it. Okay, they don't. I presume. Alright! We're laying it all out on the table right now. If they stash and then just trade it, I think we've lost. Okay, so they clearly don't have it. That's not going to live on the board, irrespective of what I do. So we play it. It all goes face. We kind of need a miracle now. I need planted evidence into something that's pretty good, like the Onyxia, summon everything. This is the luckiest rogue I've ever seen.
Amazing.
Bravo to you. I shall stand
To just burgle into 2 board clears at like the perfect time is kind of disgusting for me, but as I said, this happens. That's why it's basically impossible to beat Priest at the moment with this deck. Because all they have to do is condemn. Condemn early, and that's it. That's your board gone. Clean the scene, so your board gone. Whirlpool, if they can live that long, that's your board gone. This is going to be my board gone. So, honestly, I don't really condone this, but I think if you valued your time, you should probably just insta-concede against Priest. I don't think you can win. The only chance we win is if this is Naga Priest, or it's my weird Pelagos Priest, but even then I think you still lose. I'm not going to Aquatic right now. On the positive side, we get to go first, so if they're going to play the quest, then Trog will double. Oh, hang on, the 30 cards. They might be Death Rattle Priest then. I still think we lose to it, but that's cool. The other nice part about this in the Priest matchup is Light Bomb isn't as good against it, but as I said, they have plenty of other options, so don't get too excited. Man, when this used to be copy itself, that was brutal. If they played the spell, I'd have 2 3/5s. Prime FaceTime. Ooh, give me a planted, actually. And I think we cook Peasant. Priest can deal with the 1 normally pretty easily, but they seem to be having a small issue right now. And I will try and plant it into something that's actually, useful. I have seen variants of this deck, by the way, if you want to spend a little bit more dust. Some decks run composting in this deck for, when you get a really wide board, you compost it so you get the card draw back. I think that's a pretty good shout to add to this deck. I do have it, but I decided to try the cheaper version. Okay. As I said, Silence, pretty good answer versus this deck, but it's not perfect. That's kind of an interesting one. I think I picked this because it's cheaper.
a place to remember.
And faces the place. Do you have another silence? I still don't know what deck we're playing against, by the way. It is, it's Pelagos Priest. This is why you don't insta-concede. Now, small issue. Fuck me. They have both the silences. Oh, they're going to taunt as well, aren't they? Well, that's awkward. This is the matchup we have the best chance into. Well, let's vomit everything onto my board. Great, you become a 3-1 now. Thank you. 4... I have to trade everything in. And if he has another one, then it is just up. He's only going to get one from my deck. Okay, we actually have a chance of winning this, strangely. It's incredibly unlikely now. Okay, it's impossible now.
Bravo to you! I shall stand down.
You live by the face, you die by the face. It's as simple as that. Alright, one more game. I will say I do appreciate the variety, though. This has actually been a pretty good showcase for this deck, like its strengths and weaknesses. Board clears, fuck it up. If you can put a big taunt in front of it, again, kind of fucks it up. I would say the matchup into... I don't know what to call it, like the ramp druid, I guess. I think it favors me because I can get online very quickly. Was it 7 different people we played against? 7 different classes? I think it was. That's really cool.
Go forward at any cost.
Let's sack all of you, but aquatic form. Yeah, I think into Ramp Druid, we can get online so quickly that they can't get the big taunts out normally. Okay, do I think this will live a turn? Possibly. Let me grab you. Let me try planting evidence as well. I'm looking for a buff. Not a buff. But it's cheap. Okay. Let's watch you ping my peasant. Oh, it's not. Okay, it's Beast Hunter. This could be bad because they can put a big taunt in front of me. I'm actually intrigued with this one. I don't know who wins the matchup. It's probably pretty close, honestly. I think I play you. I think that's more annoying. It's 2-4 in stats versus 2-3. And it's still taunt. Really good card, this Rabbing Mount. Okay. Give me a little chef. It has to be chef, right? I think it's chef peasant. And I leave it, even though it's going to trade into my taunt. Come on, I need one of my board buffs. I mean, I have it next turn, I suppose, now in the form of Living Roots Herald. Okay, they're going to clear something. Not what I thought they were going to clear. I thought they were going to clear this. Okay. It's time. To duel. Do 2 damage. Very nice. I'm just thinking which one I want. I think it's 2-1-1 Beanie Boys. If you want the cook and the peasant, you can take them now. It's fine. I've got enough cards. Please don't be the bear. Oh, you got the wrong one. Okay, at 6. This has to be lethal, right? 9. Yeah, it is. Okay, we do win the matchup, potentially. We could have lost that, I think, if they got really lucky, but I think the matchup favours me. Okay, we'll call this one here as a quick one. Normally I do play a few more games when I'm under an hour, but I've been a little bit busy recently. I've done a lot of long recordings. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, comment, subscribe, everything helps me out. If you want to check this deck out, by the way, I think it's basically... I've been messing about with like the deck list of various aggro druids, but if you look up aggro druid on Hearthstone Replay, it's the top deck right now. It's basically this one. I think I made like a small adjustment, but I don't remember. I brought it back again, I think. Because I think I took out Vicious Slither Spear and then put it back in again. Okay, it is the same deck list, so play that aggro druid. It's pretty fun. There are other variants with composting as well. Why not check them out and let me know, how good that variant is. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.